Linkus, you said you learned English from watching streams. Does this mean you also learned curse words early on? Yes. If you guys want to, I could give you guys the full honest story of why I actually stopped cursing. I don't like saying it because when I usually bring up the actual reason that made me motivate the most, people get weird champ in the chat. So no weird champs in the chat. The hammers will come out. But yeah, if anyone curses in Swedish, I literally like freeze up because how I was raised, it was like no cursing whatsoever. If I cursed, my parents would be pissed off. So anytime I heard someone curse, I was like, whoa. So I remember when I first went to the city and I first went to my school in the city, I was shocked at how many people would be cursing in Swedish. Because where I grew up in a very Christian village and there was just no cursing whatsoever. So for me, cursing was just kind of out of my dictionary. But because I learned English through the internet, cursing became second nature. So I started cursing a lot because that's just kind of how I learned English. For me, it was just kind of part of the language almost. So I would curse a lot. What actually made me get fully motivated to stop cursing was I realized that it was a bad habit. But the main thing was that I had a bad habit of whenever I would mess up a trick in a speedrun, I would just go, oh, me in the ass, dude. Like, that was, for some reason, I don't know why I got in the habit of saying it, but it was like my go-to line. Anytime I mess up a trick, I'd either say fuck me or fuck me in the ass. That was the two things I would say anytime I would mess up a trick. Every single time. And when the stream started to grow, you can probably imagine that anytime I'd say either one of those two things, chat would get really weird champ. Really weird champ. If I either said, oh, fuck me, dude. People would be like, oh, yes, I'd fuck you, Linkus. People just started to get like people just started to get really weird as the stream grew. As the stream grew, people just started to get really creepy. So at first, I started to, stop saying the ass part and I said, oh, fuck me, dude. But even when I kept saying that, people would just be really weird. So that was the main thing that really made me go, okay, I should stop cursing so much because this is just getting weird, awkward, and creepy in the chat. And I also knew that it was a bad habit. And the issue though with that was that I couldn't stop because it was just my dictionary. That's just how I learned to speak English. Like, I'm sure that there are so many Americans in the chat right now, or even just non-Americans that confirm this. If something bad happens, it's just naturally you say fuck. Like, instead of, oh, that sucks, instead you just go, oh, fuck. Or if you stab your toe, oh, fuck. Like, it just kind of becomes just the word that you say every single time anything happens. That was just the word that I used for everything. And I just could not stop cursing. So I kept cursing a lot as things went on. But I unintentionally stopped. Because when I wanted to get my penguin emotes around in late 2017 and 2018, I became friends with Angel. And Angel had been raised in a household where she was not allowed to curse in any way. And because we were talking a lot and she was in my stream all the time, and anytime I would watch her or anytime anyone in chat would curse, she would correct everyone by saying frick. And I thought it was so dumb because I'm like, you're basically saying the word. You're just changing the term. Like, you're slightly changing the term, but everyone still knows that you're just saying the term fuck. So what I did was I started to make fun of her a little bit because we're close friends. You know how it works when you're friends with someone, right? Like, you kind of just, pick on each other. So I literally, out of spite, started to, every single time I cursed, I would say, oh, sorry, Angel, I mean frick. But the stupid thing is, because I would continue to think in that line of thought, that anytime I'd say the word, I would immediately get Angel popped in my head, and I would correct myself by saying frick, even though it only started as a meme. It eventually turned into that even when she wasn't there, when I said I would immediately go, oh, frick. And after doing that enough, it just got stuck in my mind enough to where anytime I wanted to curse at that point, there would be like a mental barrier of just like, frick, instead of dropping the full F-bomb. So and that's how literally I stopped cursing so much. It literally just came from me making fun of Angel so much that it became second nature, that my brain just immediately had this filter. And also, I'm pretty sure that I've cursed more in this one stream alone than I have in this entire year of streaming, the last 7 months. I would agree with that. Does your parents know that when you streamed you cursed? Yes. In the beginning, when I started to stream a lot, my parents wouldn't hear me or watch my stream at the time. This was back in the day when they weren't watching my stream much. But if my dad would be upstairs, which he thankfully wasn't most of the time, because we didn't have a TV upstairs or anything really to do, it was just the bedrooms. But if for some reason my dad decided to lay on the bed on his laptop, and he could hear me then, if he heard me curse multiple times, he would literally knock on my door and say, "Stop cursing!" If I said it once or twice, it didn't, but a few times if I was messing up a lot and I curse a lot, my dad would just knock on the door and be like, "Dude, stop it." So there's a few moments where my dad would just kind of knock and just tell me to stop. How's your father? He wants me to stop cursing. And I guess to kind of summarize the whole thing, the only reason I stuck with not cursing as much is just because I feel more satisfied when I curse now. Because I actually gave the words meaning back. Like, if I'm really frustrated and I say it, I actually feel like I'm cursing again. Instead of feeling like curse words are just a normal word that I use in my everyday sentence. Also, did I see Maisie in the chat? I thought Maisie went to sleep. I just don't want to see Paris again. You just broke a Swedish man's heart. Hey, look, Maisie. It's the ocean, the beach. I don't know why the obsession, but every single time me and Maisie play Valorant together, because he's part of the crew that plays Valorant, she literally just keeps bringing up at a daily basis at this point how much she wants to go to the beach. Like, it's becoming an obsession. She really wants to go to the beach. I like beaches, I don't see the issue. Yeah, and I like pizza, and I don't bring it up every sentence. Okay, that's, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna change conversation, actually. Let's change topics, actually. By the way, I had pizza for breakfast today, chat. I've been kind of on a pizza spree recently. I keep eating pizza almost every day. I love when the streamer backs himself squarely into a corner. Yeah, I should have used a better example than pizza, huh? Before or after dentist? After dentist. It was dentist and pizza to celebrate.
What was that?
What? How did he not focus on the muffin? I literally even waited a second. Like, I threw the muffin and I waited like a full second before I started running around there. I hate this mission. What was he doing all the way over here? What? He should be there. That's rare, but can happen. That's cool. Hey, we practically found a shiny Pokemon. $213 new PB. Holy crap, was that fast? New PB. All right. Bullshit. Bullshit. 41 seconds. Maybe I'll just have to learn a safer haven route, honestly. It's giving me so many issues. Maybe I'll go for a safer and slower haven route. He saw it. I need to run further into the room before I show the pistol. Oh, great. Let's see if that works. Nope, that's not valid because he's there. Great, I got the rare pattern that kills it. Great. I love this game so much. Thank you. Yeah, I am switching to the safe strat of Haven. I don't think I want to deal with this fast strat anymore. This fast strat is just way too unreliable. There's just way too many variables that can go wrong on it. 3 runs tied to this.
Huh? This is a restricted area.
Again? Yeah, I'm never doing this strat again. I'm never doing this strat again in a single speedrun. I literally refuse to do this strat ever again.